So JavaScript events, like something user does in the browser. Okay, event can be something in the browser. Event can be something in the browser. Okay, something the browser does. Uh, Something will be happen in the browser, like mouse over, whenever mouse moving onto the any element, or when moving the mouse pointer out of an element, or when you press the key down. Okay, when you press the right click in our mouse, like this. So many events is there, and if you change the value in the select element. Okay, when if you want to execute some JavaScript function, when you change the value in the select element. Okay, so in that scenario you can use all these events. So we have number of events. So JavaScript events execute the code. Okay, when events are detected. So JavaScript code execute code when event detected. Okay, so events is uh, first one, on click event. So already we have done this one examples on this event. Okay, on click event. Next, on change event, and third one, on mouse over, and fourth one, on mouse out. Okay, fifth one, on load. Sixth one, on context menu. Seventh one, on mouse down. On mouse leave, and on mouse enter. Ninth one, on mouse enter. And tenth one, on mouse out. On mouse leave. Okay, so already on mouse leave is there. Next, on mouse up. Okay, and like this, so many events is there. So you can search in Google like JavaScript events. So number of events is there. So all these events are execute the JavaScript code when events are detected in the browser. Okay, so on click event. So this event execute the JavaScript code when you click on the button. Okay, this event execute JavaScript code when you click on the button. Okay, so we have done example object. Okay, so in the object example, okay, we use on click event. When you click on this button, this function is executed. Okay, JavaScript function, and display the result in paragraph, right? So this function, when you click on this button, this function uh, attach the event handler. Okay, this is the event handler. This event handler attached to this button and execute the function. Okay, so what you written in the script tag, so that function search for the function name, okay, with this name, and execute the function. Okay, and step by step, statement by statement, so execute the code. Okay, so execute the JavaScript function when user click on the button. So this is the on click event, and syntax is use on click event and call the function name. Okay, chase function name and close this function name with a semicolon. If you want to add two more JavaScript functions, again you can define here only. Okay, my function. Okay, so number of functions you can define with divide divide with semicolon, by separate semicolon. Okay, so this is the syntax for on click event, on change event. So this event also execute the JavaScript, execute JavaScript code when user change the value. Okay, change the value in select element. Select element nothing but drop down list. Okay, in the drop down list we have number of we will have number of options, right? So like assume that number of cities is there in the drop down list. Okay, so cities list like Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi. Okay, like this. So when you change the city name, so it will display the some uh, information about the city. Okay, drop down. So syntax is on change. So all events are same. Okay, there is no uh, cap letter in the event names. Okay, all are small letters, and my function here. Okay, so you have to do for all events same. Okay, there is no change in the specifying the event in the HTML element. So for example, add one HTML page, save this events.html. Okay, so copy this one and paste here. Okay, so now select element and option like a city's names. Here identification, select city, HYD, Bangalore, uh, Pune. Okay, so like this number of cities you can include here. So if you run this example, so your output is this. Change this text, get selected city name. Okay, so so actually there is no need to add button also. Okay, so here only drop down list is displaying. In the drop down list, in the select element, cities names HYD, Bangalore, Pune and Chennai. So when you change this, uh, when you select the city, okay, when you select the city name, you can display your select a city name in the paragraph, okay, by using on change event. So create one function, your function name, get city name, okay, uh, where selected city name equal to document dot get element by id. So we need to find out the element, this drop down list by id equal to ddl means drop down list, okay, that is the naming convention. Okay, you have to know the naming conventions also. So when you give the ids for html elements, okay, ddl for drop down list and text box txt, okay, and followed by text box name ddl cities. Okay, so by this id we are finding the element and dot value and display the result. Okay, select the city name in the paragraph. Same statement, get element by id p1 dot inner html equal to select city name. Okay, so now we have to call this function name on change event of select element, on change get city name. Okay, so when you change the city name, so immediately your city name will display in paragraph. Your city name and then display city name here. So run this example. Okay, name displaying here. So we have to include this text here. Okay, our city name Hyderabad. Okay, immediately showing the selected city name here. Okay, so this is the on change event. Okay, when you change the option, okay, immediately execute the JavaScript function and display the result. Okay, and next on mouse over. On mouse also execute the JavaScript function. Execute JavaScript function when uh, when your mouse uh, moving onto any element. Execute JavaScript function when your pointer mouse pointer moving the mouse pointer onto an element. Okay, it will execute the JavaScript function when our mouse pointer moving onto an element. And this is on mouse out is reverse to the on mouse over event. Execute JavaScript function when our mouse pointer moving out of an element. Moving out of an element. Okay, so these both are opposite events. So this syntax, okay, all syntax are the same, just change the event name only. On mouse over and equal to, and call the function name here. Okay, my function and semicolon. You can call two more functions here. My function 2. So like this. Okay, separate with the semicolon to call multiple functions in the same event. Okay, and here also same syntax on mouse on. Just change the event name only. Okay, on mouse out. So now just create one HTML form. Save this file with so no need to create a new page in the same example, events example. So we can do this examples also. So just create and just take one image tag. Okay, and the source is we need to provide the image path. So just take one image desert.jpg. Okay, paste here. So again desert.jpg file is there. .jpg and height 200 pixels and width also 200 pixels. uh, alt attribute. Okay, just image name. Okay, so this image is displaying in the browser. Okay, take one break here, break tag to display in next line. So image is displaying here. Sometimes when your mouse pointer, okay, when your mouse pointer hover onto this image, okay, you want to display image is bigger size, okay, and again when your mouse pointer moving out of this image, so the image is restored to the whole image size, okay, original image height and width. So just create one function, uh, display big image, okay, this is for on mouse over, okay, okay, my image is the parameter here for this function. um, where my image, okay, my image equal to okay. So first of all, call the function, call the event on mouse over, okay, and display big image, this keyword, okay. So this keyword specifies the current element, okay, this image, this keyword specifies the current element, and this, based on this keyword we are passing this image tag to this function to change the image height and width when our mouse pointer enter into this image. So now my image dot style dot height equal to 300 pixels, okay, when our mouse pointer enter into this particular image, so the image size will increase. My image dot style dot width equal to 300 pixels, okay. Again create one more function here, display original, okay. The original means 200 pixels to 200 pixels. Here also we can pass my image parameter, my image dot style dot height equal to 200 pixels, width equal to 200 pixels, okay. Now call this event on mouse out equal to display original image and pass the image as this keyword, okay. We are passing image tag to this function, okay, yeah, as this keyword specifies the current element, okay. So by using this keyword we are passing image tag to this function and changing the height and width, okay. And when our mouse moving out of an mouse out of an image, the image size is restored. Okay, 200 pixels and 200 pixels. Okay, you can see here. So when our mouse enter into, okay, hover, enter or hover. Okay, here we have the mouse enter and mouse leave also. Okay, two events is there. These events also works same like mouse over and mouse out. And when our mouse pointer hover on or enter into the particular image, the image size is increased. And when our mouse moving out of an image, okay, out of this image, the image size is restored. Okay, this is the example for on mouse over and on mouse out. And also like on mouse enter and on mouse leave also same. Okay, the functionality is same. On mouse enter and on mouse leave. This both 7 and 8 both events works like on mouse over and on mouse out. Okay. Oh sorry. 8 and 9, right? So on mouse down and on mouse up. So on mouse down and on mouse up events execute the JavaScript function when mouse when our cursor is in the particular text box. Like here, take one text box, input type equal to text, placeholder equal to emp name. Okay. So when our cursor is in text box, okay, so we can change the text box background color and the text color. Just create one function. Okay, change text background color. Where txt emp name equal to document dot get element by id txt emp name. So this is the id for text box. And change the text box background color. Txt emp name dot style dot So copy this function, here, on mouse down, and next on mouse up, equal to, to create one more function. Change background color, text bg to, background color is empty. Okay, so this function name call here. So now run this example. And not background color. Okay, so like this, mouse down and mouse up event. Okay, hold your mouse, okay, down in the text box to change the background color, and leave the mouse. Okay, leave the mouse and change the background color. And next one is JavaScript uh, math object. JavaScript math object. Okay, JavaScript math object is there to allows us to perform mathematical operations on numbers. JavaScript math object allows us to perform mathematical perform mathematical operations on numbers. Okay, so the math object includes several mathematical methods. Math object include several mathematical methods. So methods are, first one, math.min, and math.min and math.max. Okay, these are the two methods. And second one, math.random. Okay, math.min and math.max, two methods. And random method. And the third one, okay, math.random only. Math.random. random. And third one, method dot round. Fourth one, method dot seal. Fifth one, method dot floor. Okay, these are the 5 methods available in JavaScript mathematical object. Okay, so one by one, method at min and method max. So method at min method is used to find out the uh, lowest value in the list of arguments. Method at min method is used to find out find out the lowest value in a given list of arguments. In a given list of arguments. And syntax is math dot min. Several of list of arguments means like 0, 4, 8, 9, okay, 5, 2. So like this you can take number of arguments. Okay, the result will be 0 only. Okay, 0 is the lowest number in the list of arguments. Result is 0. Okay, so math dot max method is used to find out the highest highest value from the given list of arguments. Okay, so syntax is for max method. You can observe here capitalization in math object m caps. Okay, remaining all letters are small. And 2 comma 8 comma 9 comma 5, okay, 7 and 3 and 4. Okay, so this is the list of arguments. So result is 2. Okay, uh, max value, right? Result is 9. Okay, 9 is the highest value in the list of arguments. So next, just one example on this method dot min and max dot max. Method object dot html. Display min and max values. Okay, function min and max. Function name is function min and max, and no arguments. Just create variables. Mm, Min value equal to math dot min function, and variables here. List of arguments. Copy these arguments and paste here. Okay, next, where max value equal to math dot max. So copy these arguments. Okay, so now we can display the result in alert box. So when you click on the button, display the result. In result, min value is display the min value. um, Min value, and again plus max value is max value. Actually, no need to add this single quotes. Okay, add break here. Okay, so these two values will display in alert box. Minimum value is and maximum value is. So on this example, so click on this button. Okay, minimum value is 0 and maximum value is 9. Okay, so this is the result. And next, random. So in random method also same. Return the random number. So random method return the random number between the values is 0 and 1. JavaScript random method return a random number between 0 and 1. Okay, this is default. And if you want to get uh, random number between 100 and 1000 or 10,000, you need to write some logic. Okay, this is default. JavaScript random method return the values, return the random number between 0 and 1. Syntax is math dot random. That's it. Okay, this will return the random value between 0 and 1. So like 0 0.2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, like this. So you add one more button here, generate random number. Okay, function random. So this is the function name. Okay, no arguments. So where my random equal to math dot random. Okay, random method is small letters. So this display the result in alert box. Random value is plus my random. Okay, so now refresh this example. Okay, click on this button. Okay, random value is, so this is the random value between 0 and 1. Okay, and again this is 364. Okay, again you can click on this button. So this is different value. Okay, every time it will generate different value between 0 and 1. And if you want to generate a random number between like 1 to 10,000, you need to write some logic here. Okay, that is our assignment. Try to create one random value between 1 to 10,000. Okay, this is simple. Search in Google, you will get the answer. Okay, that is one single line statement only. Next, math dot random method. Math dot round. Math dot round method rounds a number to the nearest integer. This method rounds a number to the nearest integer. Syntax math dot round. Syntax for example 5.8. Okay, the result is 6. Okay, math dot round method rounds a number to the nearest integer. Nearest integer is after 5 6, and seal method reverse to the round method. Rounds a number rounds a number number up to the nearest integer, up to the nearest integer. Okay, this is 5.8. Okay, the nearest integer is 6, and seal method math dot c and seal method 5.8. So the result is up to the nearest integer means 6. Okay, result is 6. And if the value math dot seal 5.4. Okay, if the value 5.4, the result is also is 6 only. Okay, if the value is 5.4 or 5.8, the value is 6. Okay, up to the nearest integer. It will round the value up to the nearest integer. And floor method rounds a number down to the nearest integer. Okay, take this example. So if the value is floor, change this method name floor floor. Okay, if the 5.8, the value is down to the nearest integer, right? So its value is 5 only. Okay, if the value is 5.4 or 5.8, the value is 5 only. Okay, seal method rounds to the up to the nearest integer, and floor method rounds a number down to the nearest integer. So take two buttons here. Seal method value, seal function, and floor method. So create functions, function seal. So create seal value equal to math dot seal, okay, small c, 5.8. Okay, 5.8. So the result will display in alert box. Okay, my seal value. So run this example. Seal. Okay, click on this button. The value is 6 only. Okay, this is the value. And if the value is 5.3, okay, or 5.8, the value is 6 only. Next, floor function function floor. Okay, function floor, and no arguments, and where floor value equal to math dot floor 5.8, my floor value. Okay, now replace this example again. Floor value is only 5. Okay, so again you can take it to 5.3 also. 5.5 only, the value is 5. Okay, this is the math object, and this math object includes these methods: min method, max, random, round, seal, and floor. Today your assignment is random. Okay, generate random method between 1 and 10,000. Okay, every time you have to display the different value. Okay, all of you understood?